Oh, hello, everyone. Welcome to the first video of the new year. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. So, yeah, it's been a good start of the new year. On January 14th, I hope you guys are excited, as so am I. Let's get into it. Okay, we start off with Izuku being 4 years old. Izuku loved dinosaurs. They were one of his favorite subjects. He could just only imagine these magnificent beasts walking around. All Might, of course, was still his favorite pro hero, but his second favorite thing was dinosaurs. He would he would have his room almost covered in dinosaur merchandise, with All Might being one of the few exceptions of merchandise that were in his room. Whew. Sorry about that, guys. Sleepy. One day, while Izuku was walking home with his mom, they were discussing about going to see the new dinosaur movie that was coming out. And suddenly, a man came out from behind with a knife and held it to Inko's throat. Everyone around was in shock and horror as the man started shouting threats for money. Izuku was scared. His mom could get hurt. Soon Pro Heroes arrived. Legendary Pro Hero number 2, Endeavor, was on the scene. He looked at the man. He didn't do much. They needed to wait. Soon the police came carrying a suitcase of money. Pro Heroes were on the rooftops, ready to jump the man when he takes the knife away from the woman's throat. Soon, the man grabbed the money and, with one swift move, he stabbed Inko. He started to run, and his body glowed green. He was teleporting away. Izuku, filled with hate, filled with sadness, filled with every emotion, just seeing his mother get stabbed right in front of him, he grabs the guy by the leg. And they both teleport away. Inko is taken to the hospital where doctors and quirk doctors do the best surgery they could and stabilize her. Mitsuki, Bakugo, and the Bakugo family rushed to the hospital. Mitsuki was yelling at the doctors, asking, "Where is Izuku?" The doctors and the police couldn't find him. 3 hours later, at a home far away. A girl with brown hair was reading a book as her parents talked about their construction business, talked about savings. Then suddenly, the little glass of water to her right shook, and then it shook again. Then suddenly, out of her window, a monster was there. It walked down the street, chasing someone. The girl recognized the monster. She hurried to a book, opened it, and looked. It was a Spinosaurus. She was enamored by the awe of the monster. The man carrying the briefcase was running for his life. The monster was enraged. Soon it stopped, got down on all fours, and ran at that guy. It leaped and snagged the guy within its mouth. Soon minor pro heroes arrived as they saw the monster throw the man up and kill him, swallowing the body whole. Soon the monster was sent flying by a pro hero. The monster was sent flying as a wrecking ball hit the beast in its side. The man looked out from the construction equipment he was using as it crashed into a warehouse on his property. The police and pro heroes soon moved in, ready to detain this quirk user. Oh, damn, I'm tired. Okay. And soon they'd find the culprit. It was a passed out boy. This surprised them. What? How? Is the kid okay? A pro hero checked the boy and found out that the boy had crushed ribs on the side. It was the boy who was the monster. The monster that killed the man. The boy was taken to the hospital and was soon transported on a helicopter to a hospital in the bigger cities. Whew. Sorry about that. Soon, the mother and son were reunited, and the cops were just asking questions. Bako overheard as Mitsuki and his father talked to the police. While in the emergency room, Inko was just holding her baby. She couldn't talk for a while, but just wanted to make sure her baby was okay. Izuku would take time away from school to heal up. The police and pro heroes had this incident marked as improper use of a quirk, but due to Izuku's age and that children are very emotional creatures, a judge decided that Izuku was innocent and would not be facing trial. But he would have his mom. He would have his mom be put. He would have his mom put Izuku in special training facilities for his quirk every weekend. Yes, she would. The doctors in the research facility were very kind to Izuku, rewarding him with lollipops and candies. They'd experiment on his quirk, thinking of what can it do, what are its limits, what does it change, and they'd find out a bit. One of those bits were that Izuku's mind and soul, well, his consciousness, wouldn't change. In fact, his brain would adapt, and he basically stretch out or compress itself when transforming. First, they'd mark the quirk as Spinosaur, but soon they'd change it to Carnivore. But then it was changed again. Again and again, as they discovered more and more things about it. Until 8, no, no, until 8 years after the incident, they changed his quirk to it the final time. And his quirk would be prehistoric. He could change his body into animals of the dinosaur eras, which, in all honesty, was impressive to him. They continue having to train his quirk as he went to school. And they had to get government funding for the hell that Izuku's transformations put the facility in. Especially when he turned into one of the biggest fucking dinosaurs of all. And at the time he got lost. How? He turned into a Quetzalcoatlus and flew around the world. He was almost shut down over America. It was a very interesting time for Ego. His diet would change almost constantly. Some days he would like fish. And the doctors would take notice of this and find out that his base diet would shift everything depending on the dinosaur he was before he turned back. It was interesting. Soon, Izuku would graduate the facility and be rewarded with a card saying he can use this power for self-defense and have a dog tag on him that basically identify his power and causes, for, such as being erotic emotion. If he's stressed out, he turn into something. Izuku would have fun with Bakugo, them being friends in this universe. Bakugo would share stories of what they'd be when they grow up. How he'd be number one and Izuku would be number two. How he'd be the sword and Bakugo would be the sword and Izuku the shield. It was fun. Izuku would give rides on his back at school as a velociraptor. Well, to be more specific, the Utah Raptor. And he'd get more into dinosaurs, including watching one of Japan's, in his opinion, the best anime in Japan, Dinosaur King. Izuku would learn the song, and he'd just be a fan. Izuku would have fun. Hell, he even got a job at the age of 12. This job being the fact that he can work in movies as a dinosaur. And it was such a save on CGI. He had a monopoly in the dinosaur film industry. And most of all, he was a master in hide and seek. He would barely be able to be found, as he turned into the smallest of dinosaurs and hide away. One time, he turned into the Parasaurolophus and was able to fit into a herd of cows. Izuku would be almost as popular as Bakugo was, only he wasn't as threatening. Well, of course, he could turn into a T-Rex and has a little body count of people he killed. Including several villains that thought to take him as a hostage. Izuku would soon join UA, seeing it as a school he needed to go to. Though his powers were limited, he could do so much as a hero. He takes the entrance exam and takes the form of a brontosaurus, using his body to step on the robots that Yue set his way. He changed almost constantly. Soon, at around 203 robots, Izuku would transform out of a Utah raptor back to his baseline form. Izuku would lean against a building, panting as his body was finally getting exhausted. He takes deep breaths, and soon everyone started running away. He was about to as well when he heard something. A girl with a bob haircut with brown eyes and a round face. She was about to be crushed by a robot. Izuku would transform into a gigantosaurus and use his body to fight against the zero-pointer robot. He was able to topple it over with his body. Soon, Izuku fell over and threw up from the exhaustion. Izuku was surprised by this. His body had a limit. It was surprising. Izuku would take deep breaths as the girl helped him up. Soon, recovered girl would take Izuku in and give him some medicine that helps fight against nausea, and would write him a prescription for a refill when he needed it. Izuku would thank the girl and recovered girl before walking away. And that's going to be it for today, guys. So like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully.